All right, we are live. Good evening and welcome. This is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Bangor City Council. Today is Monday, November 27th, 2023, and it is 7:30 p.m. on the nose. We begin our meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance. I wonder if Irv Marsters would lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we begin, we need to do a roll call vote since we have one counselor on Zoom.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish, Councilor Fournier,
present.
Councilor Hawes.
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes.
9 present, 0 absent.
Thank you. This is the portion of the meeting set aside for public comment. Public comment, whether in person or through Zoom, requires a person to state their name and address. Inappropriate or offensive remarks may be removed, and the council chair has discretion over the time allowed for comment. Each speaker has 3 minutes for comment this evening. If you'd like to offer comment on any item that does not appear on the regular agenda, please approach the podium. On Zoom, you may be recognized to speak by the hand raise function or on the phone by pressing *9.
Hi, my name is Tim Reed. I'm a Bangor resident. I want to address a comment that was made 2 weeks ago on specifically concerning homeless encampments, and I think the term was fear mongering. I retired from Bangor Police after 37 years. I had 3 in Brunswick before that. I dealt with a lot of people on drugs, a lot of people on homeless. In the 7 years since I've retired, Bangor has changed enormously. This is not the same city it was 7 years ago. As far as homeless encampments go, we basically didn't have them 7 years ago, and now they're kind of rife. I can't speak to fentanyl as such in the drug world because that was kind of coming in as I ended my career. I can speak to bath salts, and looking around, Councilor Fish, Councilor Trumbull, Councilor Fournier, Councilor Hawes all remember the bath salt epidemic, but Bangor seemed to be kind of at the forefront of that. It was kind of intimated that people on drugs are inherently not dangerous. I did work a lot of bath salt cases. I talked to a lot of officers that work bath salt cases. I talked to fire and EMS people that went there. I talked to complainants that called the behavior in to generate the response in the first place. And I talked to emergency room personnel that were assaulted by and treated people on bath salts. I would take issue with the term fear mongering, and I would term it common sense. There is an element of fear concerning homeless camps, whether you want to call it drug addiction, alcohol addiction, combination of mental health. There's all kinds of things that are there. These people in those populations are highly unpredictable behaviors. And anytime you deal with highly unpredictable behaviors, you have safety concerns. That's not to say that every encounter is going to be a violent encounter. It's not. But from a police point of view, every encounter is a safety concern. Not once, every time. So I would say the general public does have a legitimate safety concern with these homeless encampments. It may not be a pleasant thought, but it is a reality thought. And to deny that there's a level of fear associated with homeless encampments from the general public, I would suggest is not only false, it's disingenuous. And that's really all I have. And thank you for your time.
Sir, for the record, could you please state your address?
330 Fern Street, Bangor.
Thank you. Who else would like to speak?
Hi, good evening. I'm Michael Beck. I live at 216 3rd Street. For the record, I spent yesterday serving Friendsgiving meal at Camp Hope yesterday. And the only thing unpredictable that I saw there was a couple of people I didn't expect to ask for a second plate. But other than that, it was a great experience, a lot of smiles. It was nice to just be around people and have a little humanity. So I came tonight to speak about ARPA. And in particular, first of all, I want to offer congratulations to both of you and to Councilor Leonard on winning. And one thing I feel like we all agreed on is we all support our first responders. That was something that came up during the campaign. We support our first responders. And by my calculation, based on the votes that happened on the firefighter application last time, and now 3 additional votes, there should be enough now to get that application approved and get that ARPA application funded for our firefighters. And I feel like that would be a great shot in the arm right before Christmas to say, hey, we're behind you. We know we got contract negotiations coming up, but we're going to take care of this for you because the city of Bangor stands behind their first responders and they've earned it and they deserve it. And that's what the ARPA money was originally set for. That's why so many firefighters across this country lobbied to get that passed. So I'm just asking this body again to go back to the board and really consider funding that application for the firefighters. That said, I also want to just, a reminder that there's a couple of academic things to think about. You guys earlier this year had earmarked $350,000 for the homelessness position and $350,000 for the housing position. Those have all been earmarked, but they have not had an official order put through. So I would ask that gets done to make sure that funding is official. And then with the remaining 3.8 million, fund the firefighters. And I would also take a second look at the Street Plus service. That would be a nice service to offer for downtown. Business owners are feeling a little beat up down there. And that supplemental janitorial service and that outreach work that they bring would be very helpful to the downtown area. So that's something that I would ask that you consider again with that remaining money. So I appreciate your time and thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the room who would like to speak? Moving to Zoom, I believe we have Mike Tuller.
Yes, did I unmute myself?
You did.
Okay, this is Mike Toller, 253 Maple Street here in Bangor. Like Mr. Beck just mentioned, I've been up in the encampment behind the Hope House lately, talking with individuals. I understand what the officer said before about there being a little unpredictability among some of the individuals. But I still think they need our compassion and our caring. One thing I really wanted to talk about tonight is I've sent the city council and the town manager a couple emails because there had been some talk about trying to create some kind of focus group or working group or something to come up with action items that might help the situation. And I focus more on housing. And I've listened across the country on different things that are working. And again, I would ask that the city try to have an open meeting where there can be more public comment, more interaction, where we all can work together to see what we can do to make sure there's plenty of housing in Bangor, not only for the homeless, but so we can have enough visiting nurses, so we can have enough workforce housing. From everything I've seen across the country and from talking to the people who've studied it, there is a shortage of housing, even though some people, I guess, don't actually believe it. But if we can work together, it's great. I was just down talking to the police department because of some misconceptions that were aired around, and I learned an awful lot. And I believe that our police department, a very compassionate group of individuals that do a great job. That is really not in their job description. I've heard they can spend up to 85 to 90% of their time dealing with the homeless. And, you know, the solution to homelessness is permanent housing. We don't have it. In the meantime, how do we make sure people can have the best that is available that can be provided and start moving forward? So again, I would ask that the city council strongly consider trying to have some kind of open forum interaction, with some of the stakeholders in town who do have ideas and want to make improvements, and we can all work together instead of on our own little stovepipes. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no others, we will move to the consent agenda.
Minutes of Bangor City Council organizational meeting of November 13th, 2023, and regular meeting of November 13th, 2023. Infrastructure Committee meeting of November 20, 2023. Finance Committee meeting of November 20, 2023. And Business and Economic Development Committee meeting of November 20, 2023. Liquor license renewals, application for liquor license renewal, malt wine spirits of Bangor Motor Inn Corp., doing business as Bangor Inn and Suites and Conference Center, 701 and 703 Hogan Road. 24-027 order authorizing carry forward funding in the amount of $362,000 from the FY 2023 general relief budget. 24-028 order authorizing a Commission on Cultural Development grant of $2,000 to Bangor Public Library for its exhibit of 12 portraits from Robert Shetterly's Americans Who Tell the Truth series and related activities. 24-029 order authorizing a Commission on Cultural Development grant of $5,000 to Bangor Symphony Orchestra for support for free outreach concerts in Bangor. 24-030 order authorizing a Commission on Cultural Development grant of $1,000 to Christopher Packard in support of the Bangor Authors Book Fair and Literary Festival. 24-031 order authorizing a Commission on Cultural Development grant of $5,000 to Penobscot Theater Company in support of its production of My Story is Gluskeby. 24-032 order authorizing the execution of an acquisition and development agreement and a municipal quitclaim deed for 8 Harlow Street.
I move passage of the consent agenda.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a second. Are there any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Councillor Dean,
Yes.
Councillor Fish, Councillor Fournier,
Yes.
Councillor Hawes, Councillor Leonard,
Yes.
Councillor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councillor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councillor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councillor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
consent agenda has passage. Referrals to committee and first reading.
24-033 ordinance amending chapter 9, city council, section 8, standing committees by assigning the airport department to the business and economic development committee and making minor housekeeping revisions, first reading. 24-034 resolve appropriating $475,000 in Maine Department of Transportation funding and ratifying city manager's execution of an agreement 026053.05 for an Ohio Street mill and fill, Thomas Hill Road, extending northerly to I-95 project, first reading. 24-035 resolve appropriating $625,000 in Maine Department of Transportation funding and ratifying city manager's execution of an agreement 026053.06 for an Ohio Street mill and fill, Bailey Street to Crestwood Place project, first reading.
I move these items be referred.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Questions or discussion? Roll call vote.
Councillor Dean,
Yes.
Councillor Fish,
Yes.
Councillor Fournier,
Yes.
Councillor Hawes,
Yes.
Councillor Leonard,
Yes.
Councillor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councillor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councillor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councillor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
the items will be referred. Unfinished business.
24-006 ordinance amending chapter 165 land development code district map to rezone property located at 586 Main Street from Urban Service District USD to Waterfront Development District WDD. Councilor Fournier.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This ordinance will amend the Land Development Code District Map to rezone the property at map lot 0-26. I should say 026-046-B located at 586 Main Street from Urban Service District to Waterfront Development District. The total area requested to be changed is approximately 0.9 acres. The applicant is Christopher Morley of Mason's Brewing Company, and the owner of record is Main Strain Distributor, thank you. Boy, I'm stuck on that. LLC. The neighborhood around the property consists of primarily commercial uses and medium density residential uses. The zoning in the area is primarily a mixture of waterfront development district and urban service district and urban resident district 2. This area is within the growth boundary shown within the 2022 comprehensive plan. The future land use map in the plan shows this area in the waterfront land use category, which consists of commercial and recreational uses in proximity of downtown that front the Penobscot River and consist of uses that benefit from their location on the river. This item was reviewed and unanimously recommended for passage at the planning board meeting, November 2023. Madam Chair, I move ordinance 24-006.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a second. There are questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish, Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes.
Yeah.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer. Yes. Councilor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes.
9 yes, 0 no.
Order 24-006 has passage. Councilor Schaefer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to suspend the rules to consider Council Order 24-038, censuring Councilor Joseph Leonard for inappropriate public remarks made about incoming city councilors.
We have a motion. We have a second. Roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
No.
Councilor Schaefer.
To clarify, I don't believe he can vote on that.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
No.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes.
7 yes, 1 no.
Councilor Leonard shouldn't vote on that matter. There'd be a conflict. Yeah.
Thank you.
Councilor Chair,
Yes, Councilor Fournier.
have an order written, pass those down. Oh, sure.
Thank you.
This order is censuring City Council Joseph Leonard for inappropriate public comments made about incoming city councilors. Whereas on November 13, 2023, at a regularly scheduled city council meeting, during closing remarks, Councilor Leonard made the following public comments about 2 new city council members who had been sworn in as city councilors earlier that day. Both Councilor Fish and Councilor Dean have expressed that they had nothing to do with these negative ads and have spoken out against them. While I appreciate those comments, those ads never stopped. And while I personally chose to forgive anyone who was involved in this advertising campaign, including our 2 new councilors, Later in his comments, Councilor Leonard stated, "I want to clearly state that I will forgive the two of you for your part in this negative ad campaign that commenced in the city. And I want to stress that I will work with the two of you for the benefit of Bangor." He went on to say the responsibility that building trust on the council is on you. And I'm not going to lie. You have some work to do in the coming years. Whereas the remarks made by Councilor Leonard were inappropriate, offensive, and disrespectful to the two incoming council members. And whereas the city's code of ethics requires the city councilors maintain a standard of conduct that will inspire public confidence in the integrity of the city's government. And whereas Councilor Leonard inappropriate remarks fell well short of this standard. Now, therefore, be it ordered by the city council of the city of Bangor that City Council Joseph Leonard is hereby formally censured for his inappropriate public comments made at the November 13, 2023 Bangor City Council meeting about the two incoming city council members. I will make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Questions and comments? Counselor Trumbull.
Thank you. I just want to comment briefly. I didn't prepare anything, but I think for something like this, I think it's important to know how we feel about it. At the end of the meeting and the public comment, I think I was kind of just had nothing to say, but it's also not set up for a give and take. We can respond to something like that. So I think this is a first chance we've really had to talk about it. But I was a little stunned. I've been starting my 14th year in the council, and I think I've been following city government in Bangor for too long. But in those years that I followed it and been on it, it's been very, I can't remember a time where somebody's gone after their fellow councils in such a manner as that. It was, I mean, we have to get together and work together and to make those types of comments. So in the first meeting, I mean, any meeting, but it was just, I felt very inappropriate and uncalled for. And I mean, I think there's been councilors before that didn't get censured when somebody challenged another councilor to go outside for a fist fight about 40 years ago, and that was let go. But I mean, this is just over the beyond the pale, and I think it was so inappropriate. I think we just need to, hopefully we can get this behind us and move on. We've got so much work to do. The citizens of Bangor need to have the confidence in us that we can work together and get things done and not hold grudges. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Yakabaga.
So when Councilor Leonard, when he stated his comment at the end, I thought he was really upset, and he had all the right to be so. I also thought he went far by mentioning names. I think that he should not have mentioned names for sure. I think that's where I would disagree with him. But I also fully respect the right of every councillor to express their thoughts and sentiments in a transparent way. And that's the right of every councillor. It's not just Councillor Leonard. And I thought Councillor Fish and Councillor Dean, they had the chance to respond to him. And I think Councillor Dean did at the end. I don't think it's fair to censure Councillor Leonard. I think we can have further discussions on this, and Councillors Dean and Councillor Fish, they have the right to respond to his comments tonight without going through this process. And I want to even go further here, and I'm wondering about the process of getting to this decision to censure him. I'm wondering if Councillor Leonard was aware of this process before we came to this point here.
I'll jump in and say no, I was not.
I think he should have been informed about this. It should not be, a surprise to him coming to the council with this decision. I just think it's not fair.
Other comments? Councillor Schaefer.
Thank you. I will be supporting the censure tonight. I think it was completely inappropriate to bring in counselors' names. It's one thing to talk about the pact, and I love statistics. Even if I had said, hey, that flyer said that Bangor was totally dangerous, and actually if you look at the crime data, it's actually down. It's not. That would have been fine. But to say, I forgive you, but I know you did it, even though you say you didn't, is instantly calling the two new counselors at this as liars, and that is patently unfair. Had Councilor Leonard taken him, and I also don't think it's fair to expect two new counselors to respond to something on the fly the first night when we're just learning how to sign liquor licenses over here. Like, to be able to respond to that, I wasn't able to respond to it, and I've been up here for only a fifth of the time of Councilor Tremble, but I was taken aback. And if you review my comments, it was about how city council is to be a collaborative effort, not a combative one. And right out the gate, it was a combative welcome to this dais. And on behalf, I feel I can say on behalf of most of the council, I am sorry that your term has started that way. If it had stuck to the statistics, great. Like, I'd like to provide the facts about these numbers. That'd be great. If there had been an earnest apology after I've said, hey, you know what, in the heat of the moment, I shouldn't have done that. I do believe that the option to extend an apology, a public formal apology to our two new counselors, was offered, and it was not accepted. And I think that that is an important piece to know as well. So for that, I will be voting for this. I think that it sets a terrible precedent to have two new counselors start and be, have the wind knocked out of their sails on the first day is not the way the city of Bangor should be treating its new counselors. Thank you.
Thank you. Other comments? Councillor Fish.
But we weren't forewarned that Councilor Leonard is going to have this opinion here stated. So we weren't forewarned. We know that I had approached him earlier that day and told him that I thought we might want to chat because I had heard he had some disagreements with either the company or myself, and I wanted to chat. And he was too busy at that time, nor did he make any effort hereafter. I don't think that was fair to myself or Councilor Dean, nor do I feel that was fair.
Oh, sorry. Nor do I feel that it was fair for the voters who voted for Councilor Dean and myself to put us in the light that we were untrustworthy, and now we had to work to build trust. I did not feel that was fair. And therefore, I am in support of the censure.
Other comments? Councillor Tremble.
Just to add a point of order, even though he's not voting on this, is Councilor Leonard going to be able to speak on this?
Yes,
Thank
if
you.
he chooses to. Councillor Fournier.
Just to repeat what I said at the last council meeting, 3 words: caring, kindness, and civility. Thank you.
Councillor Leonard.
I would agree with all of those. I would also agree with transparency as well. I want to be very clear about the use of the censure tonight. I'm not going to apologize for my comments. I don't think that is would be good of me to do so, especially since I have already gone forward. Right after I delivered those comments, I went to both of you, Councilor Dean and Councilor Fish, to say, this is a fresh slate right now, and I want to continue to work with you. And I said that in the statement as well. But going forward, if this is the route that council wants to go forward with censuring, there are some very clear issues that have happened with council in the past that would very much dictate the issue of a censure. I don't mean to pick on anyone, but for example, there was a time when a certain councilor was trying to organize the appropriation of American Rescue Plan Act funds while they were serving on the board for a company, or I'm sorry, an organization that did receive funds, and that councilor was also orchestrating people, counselors on the outside of council meetings to meet with this person. That would be a very clear time to
Councilor
use
Leonard,
a censuring
asked to
process
keep
of
your
this.
remarks
And so
to the
what I
matter at
think
hand.
is really important is to make sure that if we're going to do censures like this in the future, I would be very cautious with the way that we are going to display our terminology, especially if we're going to pass something like a civility clause for our amendment discussion that we had earlier tonight, which I'm sure that the reason why it's being implemented is because of my comments. I do want to say, though, that if we were to implement a said civility clause into our charter, that is paving the way toward a restriction of our freedom of speech as counselors. There are going to be some topics that do come up that are very much personal and that relate to the discussion at hand. For example, if there is a something let's say there's a forum to come up about whether, just as a hypothetical, a discussion between the council wanting to say they want to promote and advocate for a ceasefire with Palestine, Hamas. Don't want to start the conversation. I'm just using it as an example. That's going to be a very heated conversation to come up because there is certainly going to be sides on across the political spectrum of what's going to be established there. So if we're really going to utilize a clause of, I assume that you're referring to, what was it? Every member, when about to speak, shall respectfully address the chair, confine debate to the question under consideration, and avoid personalities. I think the personalities one is the one that was being appropriated. Am I correct on saying that? Is that the terminology that was used to write up this order in the charter, or is this just a general censure citation?
The citation is section 33.1 of the Code of Ethics, where it says city councilors, the proper operation of a democratic government requires that city councilors maintain a standard of conduct that will inspire public confidence in the integrity of the city's government.
Okay, and so I would just conclude on this. While the text may not be strictly adhering to parliamentary debate rules, it doesn't blatantly violate the principles of respectful address confined to debate to the question of what is appropriate and what is not, especially when referring to personalities. So I just want to state, I am completely here, ready to work with everyone on this council to address the major concerns and needs relating to what are the biggest issues to this city. But I think it's appropriate to also understand that the things that were occurring during the campaign and the secret forum that occurred between 3 particular candidates going to the Tarantine to discuss certain political agenda matters.
Councilor
I won't
Leonard, you
name
are out
names
of
here,
order.
but that is something that has to be considered when talking about open, fair democracies in this city. Thank you.
I will say I'm voting in favor of the censure. While elections are heated and rumors fly and things get said on all sides, to me, where the buck stops is right here on the dais. And for a sitting councilor to use their position in front of a microphone to impugn the motives and reputations of 2 other sitting councilors is beyond what I think is appropriate for this body. Seeing no more comments, roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
No.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes.
7 yes, 1 no.
Item number 24-038 has passage. New business.
Public hearing, application for special amusement license renewal of Bangor Motor Inn Corp. Doing business as Bangor Inn and Suites and Conference Center, 701 and 703 Hogan Road. Councilor Hawes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I would move to open the public hearing for the application for special amusement license renewal of Bangor Motor Inn.
Second,
We have a motion. We have a second. Roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
public hearing is open.
Seeing no one approach, I would move to close the public hearing.
Second,
A motion. We have a second.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
public hearing is closed.
I would move passage of the application for special amusement license renewal of Bangor Motor Inn Court, doing business as Bangor Inn and Suites and Conference Center.
Second,
We have a motion. We have a second. Seeing no comments, roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
special amusement license is passed.
24-036 order directing the city manager to take possession of the property located at 45 Allen Street. Councilor Yakabaga.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I move the passage of order 24-036.
Second,
Thank you. This order will direct the city manager to take possession of the property located at 45 Allen Street by virtue of the 2021 matured tax lien. The city of Bangor has recorded several tax and stormwater liens on the property at 45 Allen Street. Several of the liens have matured and the city has made several attempts to work with the property owners to no avail. The property is vacant and has been either placarded or has code violations that the owners have failed to resolve. At this time, it's deemed to be in the city's best interest to take possession of the property.
We have a motion. We have a second. Comments and questions. Councilor Schaefer.
I just want to say this is a property I've driven by for 20 years in my neighborhood. And for 20 years, it's been vacant. And for 20 years, when we first moved in back in 2004, before the iPhone existed, I was like, I don't think anyone lives there. And the more we drove by, I realized no one lives there. And then slowly the garage started to cave in. So the city took down the garage and there's a boat and a motorcycle all stacked together. And I've just watched it for 20 years be a sort of relatively benign eyesore. There's worse eyesores in town. And to think that maybe this property in a great neighborhood that is like a walk to this, you go from K to 5 without ever having to cross a street. You can cut through the fence to go to the school. There's a neat location. I'm just really excited to see what happens with this property. And especially in a time when we have such a housing crisis, this one feels really personal to me just because of my daily commute. Thank you.
Other comments? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes,
9 yes, 0 no.
order 24-036 has passage.
24-037 order directing the city manager to take possession of the property located at 240 Grove Street. Councilor Leonard.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I make a motion on 24-037.
Second.
This order will direct the city manager to take possession of the property located at 240 Grove Street by virtue of the 2021 matured tax lien. The city of Bangor has recorded several tax and stormwater liens on the property at 240 Grove Street. Several of the liens have matured, and the city has made several attempts to work with property owners to no avail. The property is vacant and has been either placarded and or has code violations that the owners have failed to resolve. At this time, it is deemed to be in the city's best interest to take possession of the property.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there discussion or questions? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilor Dean,
Yes.
Councilor Fish,
Yes.
Councilor Fournier,
Yes.
Councilor Hawes,
Yes.
Councilor Leonard,
Yes.
Councilor Schaefer,
Yes.
Councilor Trumbull,
Yes.
Councilor Yakabaga,
Yes.
Councilor Pelletier,
Yes.
9 yes, 0 no.
Order 24-037 has passage. That brings us to the end of the regular agenda. Do we have comments from the staff? Just some waves across the board. Thank you very much. Counselor's final comments. Counselor Fish,
Good night.
Counselor Hawes,
Good night.
Counselor Trumbull,
Good night.
Counselor Leonard,
Have a great night, everybody.
Counselor Fournier,
Good night.
Counselor Schaefer.
I'm not just gonna say good night. The tree arrives this week downtown, which is always like a great tradition, and I hope that everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, but seeing the tree come in and Dan Sprague once again has provided the tree is just something that my kids are old and jaded, and they were asking me last week, when is the tree gonna be here? So I think it makes everyone happy, and the little tree down in the Triangle Park is already lit up. So I hope everybody gets a chance to check out the tree this week. Thank you.
Counselor Dean,
Yes. Good night, Bangor.
Counselor Yakabaga.
Good night.
I will just say, it is a distinct honor and pleasure in my new role as chair to be asked to judge the holiday lights parade this weekend. It's the perks of the job and I'm super excited. I hope will see you all out. Looks like the weather is going to be fantastic. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you.